And hello, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you, Tristan?
I'm doing good. It's good to have you here. I'm happy to be able to talk to you
Yes, sir.
kind of about your journey in Chick-fil-A.
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so my name is Joe Adcock. I was born and raised here in Sanford, North Carolina. Um, and yeah, I became a Chick-fil-A owner operator in my 29th year of life.
Wow.
It was a long journey to get there. And I guess to make a long story short, I was a team member here at this Chick-fil-A when I was 18 years old. Started when I was in high school. And when I started here, uh, it wasn't really a thought in my mind of I'm going to be an owner of a Chick-fil-A one day, or I'm going to have a career with Chick-fil-A. For me at the time, it was just a job, make some money,
Hmm.
have some income, get some experience in the working world. But it really turned into my career, and I went to NC State in Raleigh. Go back. And after graduating from NC State, I worked for a different company, and I realized when I worked for that company, I was always comparing it to Chick-fil-A because Chick-fil-A is just a fun environment. Like, I just loved every day when I came into work. It was a lot of fun. It had the team environment, team atmosphere, and so I just kept comparing everything else I did to Chick-fil-A. So after I graduated from NC State, I ended up connecting with a Chick-fil-A owner operator up in Raleigh, whose name is Chris Latta. He owns 2 Chick-fil-A's up
Wow.
there, and so connected with him, and he really explained to me like, hey, Chick-fil-A can be a career. And so I took him up on an offer for him to develop me to become an owner operator of a Chick-fil-A. And so worked for him for 5 years in leadership as a director. And then after my time with him, I joined a program called LDP, which stands for Leadership Development Program. And that is a role with Chick-fil-A Inc. or Chick-fil-A Corporate, as some people call it, where I supported Chick-fil-A in different business needs they had across the country for 2.5 years. So I was at 13 different Chick-fil-A assignments.
Wow.
Across the country in 11 different states.
Man.
So it was a blast, but after all that, I was just super excited to be able to come back home to Sanford. None of the 13 places I went were better than good old Sanford, North Carolina. So I'm excited to be back here, close to family. I am married. My wife, Sarah, is from Knightdale, North Carolina, which isn't too far from here, about an hour away. We met and started dating right before I joined the LDP program. And so we got married a month before joining that. So she traveled with me to all 13 different Chick-fil-A restaurants. And she is now the mother of twins. And I'm the father of twin boys, Jack and Luke, as of about a month ago. So they're almost a month old.
Congratulations.
And, thank you. Thank you. So I know that's a lot, but that's just a brief snapshot of me and how I came to Chick-fil-A. So.
Yeah. So what was sort of the moment when you realized that you wanted to pursue Chick-fil-A as a career?
Great question. So it was really when I sat down with Chris Latta, the operator in Raleigh. So I had always wanted to be a business owner. My granddad started a real estate company here in Sanford. His name's Albert Adcock, or as they call him in Sanford, Big Al. But I really just looked up to him a ton, and he was an entrepreneur, and I saw, the impact he was able to have on the community of Sanford as a business owner. So I just wanted to be like him, but I didn't know what business I wanted to own.
Yeah.
I toyed around with the idea of like, oh, maybe I can take over the family business someday. But I was kind of at a place where I didn't really want to do that specifically, but I still wanted to be a business owner like my granddad. And so I was kind of lost in that, though I didn't really know what I wanted to own or what type of business. And so when I met with Chris that day, there was kind of this void that I worked for Chick-fil-A and then stopped working for Chick-fil-A for about a year. And so there was this kind of Chick-fil-A void, I feel like, in my life of like, I need this positivity and fun and teamwork that Chick-fil-A offers. So I kind of put the two together of like Chick-fil-A, has the great fun environment and the values that align with my values. And that aligned with, being able to be a business owner. So when Chris explained to me like, hey, this is what I do as an owner operator of a Chick-fil-A, it really was like, hey, this is the missing piece. And I feel like, I really did feel like God was leading me towards that decision.
Mm-hmm.
It was a hard decision to make because after graduating from NC State with a bachelor's degree, I started making $13.50 an hour for Chris. So a lot of people questioned my decision, to say the least. They were
Yeah.
like, "Why are you doing this?
Mm-hmm.
You have a bachelor's degree and you're working fast food." Uh, but I really believed in it, and I saw the long term potential of it. And obviously, I was able to grow over time and make more than $13.50. But anyway, so that's kind of that was the aha moment for me.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome. I know it's cool because it's like you're from Sanford, and you worked here when you were younger, and so it's kind of a cool first full circle moment to be able to come back and now be the owner of this store. What does being here in your hometown mean to you, and being able to operate this store?
it means the world to me, honestly. Like I couldn't picture a better situation for
Mm-hmm.
me. And again, I think it was just it was orchestrated by the Lord, I believe, because
Mm-hmm.
uh, just getting a Chick-fil-A is can be very difficult and very competitive. And
Mm-hmm.
I was very discouraged for a while because North Carolina is a very competitive place to be able to own a
Mm-hmm.
Chick-fil-A, and everyone always told me, oh, it'll never happen. Like you can't be an owner in North Carolina because it's too competitive. And honestly, right when I was going into the process of applying to be an operator, was right about the time that Sanford became available.
Wow.
Um, so the timing was just crazy,
Mm-hmm.
and I was able to really just make a good case to Chick-fil-A's, like, hey, this is why I'm a good fit for this restaurant. And I remember my first interview, like I actually like teared up and was getting really emotional in that interview because of how much I love this town
Mm-hmm.
and how much I love the people in this town. And so getting to come back here and honestly just reconnect with the community that raised me has been awesome. I mean, I
Yeah.
was just talking with Miss Joy a second ago. She's with Young Life, and so she came by and I talked to her, and other people come by and I talked to them, and a lot of people I haven't seen in a while.
Mm-hmm.
But you just pick up right where you left off, and um, it's just been really cool. Like there's a lot of good people in this town. I know growing up here, a lot of people say, "Oh, I can't wait to leave." That was really never me,
Yeah.
And I can confirm that because I've been to a lot of other places now,
Mm-hmm.
and I can confirm that to me at least, there's no better place than Sanford, North Carolina, and I will never leave this restaurant. I will be the operator of this restaurant until I retire. So I'm super excited about being here, and it's just I can't describe the feeling. I'm just so blessed to be
Mm-hmm.
here.
Yeah, it's awesome. And you started back in February, correct?
I did. So my first day as the operator of this restaurant was February 1st, 2025. So almost exactly 2 months ago.
2 months. And I have to say, from what I've noticed, it's only been 2 months, and I've already noticed a lot of like really great changes around the restaurant. And honestly, more change in the last 2 months than I've seen in the 3 years of time that I've worked here. And so I've noticed you making an active change, and that's something I really appreciate, because I can tell you really care about the store. And I kind of want to ask you, what's your long-term goal for this store specifically?
Yeah, so kind of my overall vision for the restaurant is to be a beacon of light in the community of Sanford. And so that's really how I want to make every decision is
Mm-hmm.
how do we become a beacon of light in this town and make this town better. And so that's really my vision. That can be kind of maybe generic and broad sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
but I think there's a lot of areas where I want to pursue success in different areas with
Mm-hmm.
that. Like for instance, one thing we started doing is we've started partnering with an organization called the Bread Basket in Sanford, which they're a great organization that provides food to people in need locally and gives them meals every day from 11:30 to 12:30 during lunch. And so we were able to partner with them, and any food that we have that's may not be quite up to our quality standards, but it's still safe to eat.
Mm-hmm.
We donate that all to the Bread Basket, and we've been able to make a great impact there. And we're also starting up a way for us to volunteer as a team here at Chick-fil-A at the Bread Basket.
Wow.
So that's one way we can be a beacon of light. But honestly, the best way we can be a beacon of light is just to just create a safe place for people to come
Mm-hmm.
and enjoy time with their family. That's why you can't see it, but there's a playground on the other side of the camera, and a lot of Chick-fil-A's are kind of going away from the playground.
Mm-hmm.
But I've told people like I will fight to keep that playground because I think, and I kind of take this from Walt Disney. Walt Disney talked about like when he created Disney World, he wanted to create somewhere where families could have fun
Mm-hmm.
together and just have good, clean fun together. And that's what I want this restaurant to be. Is I want it to be a place where everyone in Sanford can come and have a good time, have fun, get great food,
Mm-hmm.
get great service, and really just to be a place where people can hang out and
Yeah.
just have a good time together. So and I think that comes from we gotta treat people with respect and hospitality,
Mm-hmm.
and we gotta have great food. It's got to be quick, um, and it's also got to be clean. So I think all those things kind of come into play there too. But really, like I view this Chick-fil-A as like being inseparable with the community of Sanford. I
Mm-hmm.
want us to be so much a part of this community that people run into us everywhere they go. So
Yeah, that's awesome. I know the community involvement is really awesome, and that's something I appreciate because I grew up here in Sanford,
yeah,
and so to have that and have that sense of community, not just with the community of Sanford, but also with all the team members, and just it feels a lot more united just as a whole.
yeah.
And so that's something that definitely not only makes a great work environment, but also it makes a great experience for the guests. And I'd like to ask you if anyone would like to either work here at this Chick-fil-A or just talk to you in general. How can they reach you?
Yes, that's a great question. I guess it depends on what the topic is. If they're interested in applying for a job, then we do have our job posted on a lot of different job boards, such as Indeed. And if it's not related to that specifically, I mean, they can honestly find me in the restaurant. I'm here most days, not all the time, but I'm here quite a bit. So if you're not sure where to find me, there's a good chance I'll be here. And if I'm not here, then they can talk to a leader who's here. I have business cards that they can hand out that have my contact information on it. And also, I have when you walk into the restaurant, you see my picture right on the right in the foyer. So there's more of my contact information is on that as well. If anybody needs to reach out to me, so
Yeah, it's great. Do you have any departing messages you'd like to leave our viewers with?
of course. I mean, I think the first thing I want to say is Chick-fil-A is more than just a fast food place. Like a lot of people think, oh, it's just a fast food restaurant, but to me, it's much more than that. Like it's something that has taught me tons of life skills and has become my career really. And even if you're like, well, that's not really something that could be a career for me. I don't really want to do that long term. Like you can still learn a lot of skills here at Chick-fil-A that you can apply to any other career, whatever you want to do. There's tons of people here just like yourself, that have aspirations to do other careers, and yet you're able to learn about teamwork and communication and all these other things at Chick-fil-A. So that's the first thing I want to say. And also, like, I just think in general, like this company is it goes beyond just a chicken sandwich. Like it goes beyond just a drive-through. Like it's much more than that. We want to make Sanford a better place. Like we want to make the communities that we're in a better place, and that's why Chick-fil-A believes in local ownership. That's why I'm not a franchisee that owns 15 different restaurants. I own one restaurant, and I only want to own one restaurant. And I want to pour my heart and soul into this one restaurant and give it the best that I have. And that's something that Chick-fil-A does that pretty much no other restaurant that I'm aware of does from a franchise perspective. So I'm just grateful to Chick-fil-A for the opportunity to be here, and thankful for the people of Sanford to showing up and buying chicken sandwiches from me every day. So
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I really appreciate your time. I appreciate you being here.
yes,
And,
Sam.
I had a great time talking to you. And hopefully, the people watching will be able to take a lot away from this and maybe even consider a career with Chick-fil-A.
Absolutely. Thank you, Tristan. You did a great job.
Thank you. Have
Yes,
a great
sir.
rest of your day.
You too.